Welcome to Trouble with Tish. I'm Tish and I be Trouble. And if you are a returner, welcome back.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget.
Alright, we have another Wear Test Wednesday. Today's Wear Test is with Patrick Ta, Major Skin, Hydra-Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for Natural Glow. That'd be this guy here. That is a long name. I have mine in the shade 10 Neutral, because that's the shade I'm supposed to have. Now I did try this out with a sample, so I do know that I like it, but I want to do a wear test on it, and I figured today would be a great day to do that because I kind of want to have a nice base. Alright, so about this foundation. It retails for $58 for 1 ounce or 30 mils. It comes in 30 shades. Again, I have mine in 10 Neutral. A luminous foundation with serum-inspired ingredients and light to medium buildable coverage that boosts hydration and blends seamlessly into skin. The coverage is medium, the finish is radiant, and the formulation is liquid. Best for normal, oily, dry, and combination skin. Highlighted ingredients: 3 forms of hyaluronic acid, visibly plump and hydrate. Plant-derived squalane, visibly improves elasticity and diffuses fine lines. And kombucha enhances the look of smoothness and radiance. Free of parabens, formaldehydes, formaldehyde-releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil, retinol palmitate, oxybenzone, coal tar, hydroquinone, sulfates, SLS and SLES, trichlocarbon, and triclosan. It is also vegan and cruelty-free. So, no vegans in it. This foundation is the first step to show-stopping skin, but never the last. Patrick designed this formula to blend seamlessly with every other product in your routine for a flawless finished look, infused with skin-loving ingredients like hyaluronic acid and squalane for ultimate hydration and glow. Alright, so I know how I felt about the sample that I received, but we're going to try it out and see if we still like it. Okay, it is a glass bottle. It has a metal placard thing here. And then, of course, plastic top. We have a pump. For this side of my face, I have a dampened beauty sponge. I think it's from Shop Missy. For this side of my face, I have the BK Beauty 101 brush. Alright, this is the consistency. Let's see how we fare with the sponge side. I forgot to prime. That's, well, it is what it is. As we can see, it is a good match. We have fair redness cancellation from side to side. It is, I feel, a little bit lighter on the sponge side, but we shall see about the brush side. Alright, we do have a little bit more coverage with the brush side, but I do like the finish of the sponge, so we're just going to kind of pounce it out with the sponge. I feel like it presses it into the skin a little bit better. Alright, and we used all of the pumps there. From conversational distance, it looks absolutely stunning. It's kind of a nice dewy reflect to it. Let me look at the 10x and see if there's anything else going on, because there might be. Alright, I'm trying to find some kind of flaw, but I'm not finding one. So I'm going to zoom you in and you can see what I'm looking at. On my forehead, it looks really nice. I do have some redness over here. It didn't quite cover up. I do have texture. Nothing's getting rid of it. But yeah. I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to do the rest of my face and I'll come back and let you know how the rest of the makeup has applied. And we will go from there. Alright, let's go over the makeup really quickly. For my eye primer, I use the MAC Paint Pot in a soft ochre. My eye look is a Palette Picker Tuesday. You can go back and watch that. It is a special Palette Picker Tuesday, so yeah. The bronzer I used is the Fenty Matchstick in Suede. The blush is the ABH Blush Stick in Pink Dahlia. The highlighter is the Lethal Cosmetics in Isotope. And then on my inner corner, I used the Debutawn highlighter from Classy Cakes. Classy Cakes is no longer a company. They're no longer in business. My powder is the Kosas Feathery, the Kosas Cloud Set in Feathery. We're getting that up pretty good. Check that out. Yeah. So on my tight line, I used the Avon True Color Glimmer Stick in Blackest Night. In my waterline, I used the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Insomniac. For my brows, I used the AOA Studio Slim Brow in Dark Brown. For my mascara, I used the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. For my lip, I used Balm Meet Matte Hues in Charming. My setting spray was the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist. And my lashes are the AOA Studio in the style Alexis. Alright, the makeup applied beautifully. I do not have any complaints. It still looks really good. And I'm very happy with my makeup today. So, yeah. I will come back with a natural lighting shade match kind of check-in. And then I'll be back later on tonight to let you know how it has worn. Alright. Alright. I gotta do this before my face melts off. I was outside washing the car and I was sweating. And my makeup still looks pretty decent. I'm happy with the way it looks right now, especially considering how much I've been sweating. But it is hotter than Hades out here, and I'm trying to be cool and try not to die and melt. But yeah, it's gonna be a melty walk later with Renee. Oh, and I'm just blowing hot air at myself. Okay, so this is the shade match that we're looking at. This looks good to me. And this is what we're looking like. So, I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna get off here because I'm gonna die. I need to turn the AC back on. Alright, I will be back to let you know how it has worn for the rest of the day later on tonight. Alright, it is 9:08, which makes this 12 hours of wear time. It has worn pretty well all day. I have been sweating today. We washed the car and it was so hot. Okay, so it was a little bit hot, but on my level of it was hot, I was dying. It was hot. I was melting. However, my makeup did not melt. I was melting. My makeup was standing strong. So, there's that. It has worn away a little bit. It's kind of, it's not like patchy or like bunched up anywhere, but it's just kind of faded. Like, I don't have as much coverage like on my chin or my nose or my forehead, but it doesn't look bad. My blush and bronzer and highlight are still intact. So, I mean, I'm going to say yes for Patrick Ta, just because it wore away so gracefully in such a sweaty condition. I feel like I was just, it was just one of those days. I was just running. And, yeah. Everything I did today involved me being sweaty. So, but my makeup looked good all day. So, every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, ooh, hey, how you doing? So, Patrick Ta, it's a yes for me. I mean, I knew I liked it, but I didn't sweat nearly like I did was today, the last time I wore it. When I tested it out originally, it was great, but I didn't sweat. This stood up to the test. Where others have failed miserably. I loved that it was kind of one with my skin. I loved that it wasn't tight or itchy or any of that. It wasn't greasy or none of that mess. It stayed around, even though I was sweating profusely. It was bad. And this stood up to the test. It really did. It's gonna be a yes for me. I was impressed the first time I wore it, but like this time around, I am really impressed. Hey, how you doing? One of my new favorites. So I hope to help somebody, especially if it's somebody is like me and they sweat a lot. Yeah. So I'll link it below and stuff. I mean, I don't like make commission off of it or anything, but like I'll link it below. I always link everything below that I can. And if it's like affiliated, I'll like denote that it's affiliated. All right. So go ahead and like and comment, subscribe, all that good stuff is below. I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget.